Welcome back to Awesome Possum Hobbies and Games. My name is Chris, and I'm back from MagicCon 2023 in Las Vegas, and it was a lot of fun. I got a chance to play with Gavin Verhey, his event, and got to see a lot of the different playtest cards. Let's check them out. And now it's time to go over some of the playtest cards that I received from playing in the Unknown event by one of the Magic designers, Devin. Man, this was a fun event. They had over 600 people that played in the Sunday event and about 600 people that played in this Saturday event. It was fun and exciting because it was a different type of environment. We got 2 regular boosters of Wilds of Eldraine draft pack, 1 Wilds of Eldraine set booster pack, and then we also got 3 booster packs of the latest and greatest set from the Commander Legends. And we got 2 booster packs and 1 additional promo card for going through and creating these limited edition. As you can see, they are super limited edition. In fact, some of them they did not put on stickers very well, but you know, the judges that the night before or the day before went through and created these, so we got to thank those judges because they did a lot of hard work making those events run fantastic, and they were on the money. So let's go ahead and go through these cards. You Magic the Playtester for 1 white, 1 colorless legendary creature human gamer. This is supposed to be a mythic for 1/3. You get to tap it, choose target playtest card, increase or decrease a number of your choice on it by 1 for as long as it remains on the stack or battlefield. For one white, blue, black, red, and green, reveal top 8 cards of your library, put each playtest card among them in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Fun little card. Rat-tat-2, 1 white, 3 colorless legendary creature. Rat-2-2, it's supposed to be a rare. Whenever Rat-tat-2 enters the battlefield, create a chef roll token attached to 1 other target creature you control. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature attacks, create a food token. Whenever a creature you control enchanted by a chef roll attacks or blocks, it gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is Rat-2's power. For 4, an interesting card. Taught by Sarah, this card was a banger. For 1 white, 2 colorless, Taught by Sarah is a common enchantment aura, commander enchantment. This aura enchants a commander creature and remains attached to the creature as it moves between any face-up zones. You can cast it on a commander in your command zone. When you cast Taught by Sarah, draw a card. Enchant creature has flying and vigilance. Wow, this card is so good. They should never make that card. Next card is Tax Hounds for 1 white, 2 colorless. Tax Hound sorcery. It's supposed to be an uncommon. Create X/1/1 white dog creature tokens where X is the highest commander tax among commanders you have. And then Adventure Beguiler, 1 blue, 4 colorless creature, human warlock, uncommon. When Adventure Beguiler enters the battlefield, choose target creature on an adventure. That card is now an adventure for you. And it's a 4/5. That's actually kind of cool. You get to go through and steal their creatures that are set in exile. Next card, 1 blue, 1 colorless, 1 does not. Enchantment aura, enchant creature does not simply untap during its controller's untap phase. Enchant creature has non-basic land walk. Fun. 1 blue, 1 colorless, really charming prince. 2/1 flying. When really charming prince enters the battlefield, choose one of the following 4 cards at random: Prince Charm, Sapphire Charm, Trickery Charm, Vision Charm. You may create a copy of the chosen card and cast a copy of it without paying its mana cost. Night Out in Vegas. Man, I've had a lot of these in my lifetime, but this one's probably the worst of them. For 2 black, 2 colorless, is a rare enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose one that hasn't been chosen. It's a buffet. Create 3 food tokens. See a show. Create 2/2 white performer creature tokens. Play games. Search your library for a land card and put it in your hand. Discard a card at random, then shuffle. Or it's not a land card, for any card. Go to sleep. Lose 15 life. Sacrifice. Night out in Vegas. Next card, 1 black, 2 colorless, Taught by Veto, enchantment aura, commander enchantment. Another one of those commander enchantments. When you cast Taught by Veto, draw a card. Enchant creature has +1/+1 and lifelink. Joven and Chandler. Man, Chandler, otherwise known as DJ, as 2 red, 3 colorless, legendary creature, human rogue, 3/3, backup 2, and haste. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to an opponent, destroy target artifact that player controls. That is actually kind of cool with the backup 2. You're able to make a 5/5 or give something else. That's such a good card. Math is for blockers. 2 red, 4 colorless sorcery. It's supposed to be rare. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Creatures you control have double strike, trample, and must attack if able until end of turn. Polis, the Plane Shifter, for 1 red, 2 colorless, is a legendary creature, Azura Wizard, 3/3. When Polis enters the battlefield, choose a plane at random from among plane chase planes. Polis has all the abilities of the last plane chase, the last plane chosen. Rolls on the planar and die do not affect Polis. For 1 of each color, flip a coin. If you win the flip, do Polis cast ensure effect. If you lose the flip, choose a new plane for Polis. Can't wait to play Commander with that. That'll be interesting. Honk, for 1 green, it's supposed to be a rare. Choose 1. The Goose is loose. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Its controller creates a food token. The Goose laid an egg. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. You create a food token. For rare, I can see that one actually being made as a card. It's fun. Next card, Mr. Wiggles, Helpful Butterfly, for 1 green, 2 colorless. Rare insect. Mono Eminence. As the game begins, if Mr. Wiggles is your commander and your deck color identity is mono green, at the beginning of your first upkeep, search your library for a force card and put it in the battlefield tapped. Flying and has partner. The card's actually kind of cool. Occupation of Llanowar. 1 green, 1 colorless, creature, control point, 4 points for it. Any opponent may attack this battle. When an opponent defeats this, exile and put it on the battlefield under that player's control with defense 4 counters. This is different from sieges. At the beginning of your combat step, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. It's fun. It's something you have to protect. Arvad of the Weatherlight. So the format we played on was a 60-card commander set with 30 life starting, and it's 59 cards plus a commander. This was my commander for 1 black, 1 white, 2 colorless, legendary creature, human knight, rare, 3/4, rule breaker. If Arvad of the Weatherlight is your commander, you may include legendary permanents of any color in your deck, regardless of color identity. Whenever Arvad deals combat damage to an opponent, you may put a legendary permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. That's quite spicy. Awoken Elfin. So this is kind of cool. During deck construction, name an Elfin card printed in Guild Pack. Those are the 4 color ones that are not significantly great, but there are some ones that really stand out. Awoken Elfin has that color's identity and is a copy of that card in all zones, except for it's also legendary. Here's the big beater in my set. 2 green, 2 red, 2 black, 2 blue, 2 white. Eldest Dragon Highlander. Legendary creature. Elder Dragon, flying, trample, rampage 2. For 1 of each color, Elder Dragons you control get ++7/+7 till end of turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Eldest Dragon Highlander unless you pay 1 of each color mana. Jen Con, Finder of Ages, for 1 of each color mana. It's a mythic human wizard, 0/0. Jen gets +1/+1 for each different year of release among other non-token permanents you control. including land. For example, if a card was released in 1993, that was one of the years of release, specific editions matter. When Jen attacks, if it's power 30 or greater, you win the game. So if you have one of each color, land, or whatever that has each of the different years on it, guess what? You're going to have a good time. Hadron Nayas Sunseeder for 1 red, 1 green, 1 colorless. If Hadron Nayas Sunseeder is your commander, you may include creature cards of power 4 or greater of any color in your deck, regardless of color identity. And then you can tap, add 1 mana of any color. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters a battlefield under your control, you can draw a card. Takesies Backsies. This was the exclusive card just for the tournament. They always create one. This one was specifically created the day before at a seminar having to do with the Unknown Tournament. So Takesies Backsies for 1 blue, 2 colorless, instant rare. Move 1 counter from each permanent onto target permanent. Backsies, 1 black, 1 colorless, instant. Until end of turn, treat all counters as -1/-1 counters. And then you can fuse it, so you can do both, pay the 5 mana to be able to do Takesies Backsies at the same time. Pretty cool. And then a Banned Eldraine card. For 1 colorless, sorcery, rare. As an additional cost to play Banned Eldraine card, you can pay a black, you can pay red, green, 3 colorless, red, or 3 colorless, 2 colorless, 0, or 1 green, 1 colorless. It becomes a copy respective of Calling Familiar, Escaped to the Wilds, Fires of Invention, Lucky Clover, Mystic Sanctuary, or Once Upon a Time for the rest of the game in all zones. You can't choose Oko because, let's be real, nobody wants to play Oko again. I want to play with Oko. No one wants to play against it. So those are my cards that I received from the Unknown Tournament with these special confidential cards that were made specifically for that format. It was a lot of fun. If anyone can make it out to a Magic Fest, I recommend setting time aside to play in that event because it was a ton of fun. So again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments below. And until next time, keep them rolling.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please take the time to like the video and subscribe if you'd like to stay updated. Have a great day and keep them rolling.